Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dez from DevilDriver, and this is 10 things you did not know about DevilDriver. Number one, first of all, we were not called DevilDriver. We were called Death Ride. And the label at the time had a problem putting it through, had a problem getting the trademark, etc., etc. So we had to change, and we changed last minute as the record was done. We changed to DevilDriver. And DevilDriver comes from the Etruscan witches, which actually used bells to ring away evil during their spells. And now, if you look at it, in organized religion, you know, they have bells over their churches. They got that from the early pagans and from the early witches. So we were called Death Ride, and we changed it to DevilDriver. So that's number one. On the first record, there's a song called Swingin' the Dead. In Swingin' the Dead, there's actually an ode to our original name, which is Death Ride. So Swingin' the Dead, Death Ride. Swingin' the Dead, Death Ride. And so for those of you who don't know, that's where it comes from, and it's on the first record, and that's kind of our ode to, you know, our former name and the fact that we wanted to keep it, but we just, you know, we couldn't get the trademark. Number three, we technically hold the Guinness Book of World Records for the biggest circle pit. The only reason it didn't get in is because they had a hard time measuring it, but we definitely hold it. I've seen people try to beat it over the years, get things on camera. A lot of other bands try to beat it, but there's absolutely no way. There was about 40,000 people in the tent at the time, and it was complete mayhem. And if you actually YouTube it, you can see people trying to climb up on posts to get out of that mayhem. So nobody got hurt. We were stoked, and it was just an absolutely incredible day. One of those days when you vibe really hard. And it's in the UK, so the UK is a DevilDriver stronghold. So that's that. All right, fact 4 that you do not know about DevilDriver. DevilDriver was recording the demos to the first record when I was actually recording my last record with Coal Chamber. So I was driving back and forth from LA every single night to Santa Barbara, which is quite a long drive. I would get home, I would eat dinner, and then I would drive up the hill into San Ynez, which is another hour and a half, to spend all night recording demos for DevilDriver. So they were both kind of going on at the same time, and I knew what was coming, and I got ready to leave, and that's when that was going down. So at the time of recording Dark Days for Coal Chamber, I was making the first demos to DevilDriver's first record. We've been around about 22 years, so I don't know how many people who have, you know, been married or had a job for 22 years, but I've only had one major lineup change in 22 years. And so yeah, that's a fact that people should know. A lot of bands have a lot of lineup changes. I've only had one real major lineup change in 22 years, and I'm thankful for that, you know, and I'm thankful to all the guys that ever played with me in the past as well, but that's a fact that you may not have known. Fact number 666, we actually had a stand-up bass player. We had a stand-up bass player for our whole entirety in the beginning of the band. And when we went in to do the first record, we brought him in to record, and it just wasn't working out. He wasn't cutting it. The stand-up wasn't cutting it with how we were tuning, etc. And so we moved on, and we got a regular bass player at that time. But yeah, DevilDriver had a stand-up bass player, and those early demos, I still have them, and they're incredible. I mean, heavy metal with stand-up bass is incredible. I'd like to think we thought of it first. Now there's some bands out there doing it, of course, but we were the first, man, to do that. And so there you go. All right, lucky 7. Fact number 7 about DevilDriver that you did not know. The video Dead to Rights is based off a Russian horror film called V or Vij, V-I-J or V-E-Y. They spell it a bunch of different ways, but it's a famous underground Russian horror film, and it's one of my absolute favorites. And that's what the video is based off of. And we did a pretty good job. So if you watch that video and you go dig up that movie, I think you guys will love it. It's a great find. It's a great watch. And we based it off that movie because it's one of my heavy influences when it comes to videos and movies. My youngest son plays me in the video Clouds Over California. All right, he was 9 at the time. He had a great time doing it. And when he gave the middle finger, it was a great joy in my heart burst out on camera because no one called him out and told him to do that. He was imitating his father, and I've always taught him to kind of have a rebellious nature. That's just the way that I am, and it's the way I'm raising my kids. And my middle son, Caleb, played guitar in that video. And if you watch that video, we recorded it all in one day, all sorts of different locations around where we were living. That was all directed and co-directed by myself, friends, family, all in that video, and really proud of that video, proud of my son. He's 22 now and getting ready to drop a record next year, Blade. So yeah, he was 9 when he did that. Pretty proud Pops. My youngest son Simon is getting ready to drop his new record, possibly 2021 or 2022, but he actually guests now on this new record, Dealing with Demons, on a song called You Give Me a Reason to Drink. And the last time that he guested, he was actually 9 years old on a song called Fighting Words. And if you're familiar with DevilDriver, you're probably familiar with Fighting Words because we play that in the set all the time. But that was the last time that he guested on a vocal track with me, is when he was 9 years old. And now he's actually on Dealing with Demons on a new song, and it's incredible. The kid is killing it. His lows are incredible, his highs are incredible. He's got a bright future in heavy metal, So proud Pops. All right, of all the facts about DevilDriver that you did not know, this is my favorite. If you have never seen DevilDriver live, this is the fact that you need to know and that you may not know. We throw down live. My whole thing is this: you want to go on after us? Bring it. If you want to go on before us? Bring it. Everybody who knows me, knows this band, knows I feel very powerful about that. So if you do not know DevilDriver, if you have not seen DevilDriver live, we bring it. So when we get back to live shows, come on out, witness the power.